Our next speaker is Christine Revault de Bonnefoy. I hope I haven't butchered your name. Apologies, Christine. She is a senior advisor to the Mayor of Marseille. Christine also served as a member of the European Parliament and was leader of the French Parti Socialiste MEPs from 2017 to 2019. She's also a former Île-de-France regional councillor, municipal councillor, and deputy mayor of Villejuif. Christine has currently advises on transport issues and has expertise in climate change. So Christine, I wondered if you could tell us a bit more about what the local government in Marseille is doing on this issue and what implications it has for local government to take such a stand on climate change as a core policy issue.
Well, thank you very much, and thank you for the invitation. I just arrived in Marseille 1 year ago when this progressive group made of political parties, citizens and activists just won the election after 25 years of very conservative, people very not interested by climate change, and who promoted the cars as you can't imagine how much they promoted. So we have for almost a year now a lot to do, because pollution here is very big because of the car driving, but also because of the boat. Just like Cardiff, Marseille is a port city with 57 kilometers of coast. So it's a very, very large coast cities. And so we have also the pollutant from the cruise boat, which is quite important in Marseille. But we are working actively for 1 year now, and we are going to change some way of living in this city to show that mobility is not only thanks to the cars, but we can also use undergrounds, tram, buses, bicycle, which is quite a big challenge here in Marseille, because we have very few for the moment bicycle ways, but they are not safe. Cars are used to park on bicycle ways because this is the kingdom of cars. So we have a lot of issue about climate change, and for this we are working with citizens. We are working with other cities close to us. Some of them are very concerned by this project, and we also want to apply on a European proposed mission, which is called 100 climate neutral cities by 2030. This is we are really working very hard on it with citizens, like I said, with the European Commission, because they want to help Marseille change and to be more neutral on carbon, and we have so many things to do, and this is a very big issue here in Marseille. But we don't have this only issue. We also have a social issue. The question of housing is very important. In Marseille you can find some very poor people and some very rich, and the level of life from the poor people is extremely low, and the challenge is very important. We have a lot of schools, almost 500 schools in Marseille, but sometimes you can see rats inside a school class. You can have some problem of heat or of cold, even rain, because sometimes it can rain and rain a lot in Marseille. And we have to change all these schools, to build some new schools, and this is a very huge project which is about 1 billion, well, let's say 1 billion, a milliard, well, yes, I think it's 1 billion euros to rebuild all these schools. And we want to work at the same time on the climate change topics as much as the social topics. And we want to help people to change from using their cars to other kind of transport propositions. And this is what is going to help us is the decision of the European Commission, which remind France that she was not respecting the climate change targets, and it was obvious that Marseille is part of it, just as is Paris. And we are going to create, starting next January 2022, what we call a low emission zone, when all the diesel car won't be allowed to drive, and it will be in the center of Marseille to start, and after that it will be all Marseille, and after that it will be a bigger area of the department, to be sure that we have to take the time because of the social issue, which a lot of people can't buy an electric cars. They don't have today the means to change their car, to change an old diesel car to an electric car. So we have to help them. We have the support of the government, we have the support of the region, but it's not enough. So we have to take steps by step, but to help people change. And we have a very, very important issue on the railway sector too, which is not used as it could be here in south of France. I was in the Paris region before, and it's so different. The way people use kind of mobility, kind of clean mobility, is completely different, and we have to make people change their way of living. And it's very challenging, but it's also very interesting to see this new mayor, Bonnefoy, which is very young, and all his team elected, they are young. They are not necessarily with a lot of experience in the political life, but they were activists in associations, in NGOs, etc. And they have a lot of ideas, and they want to change the city. And it's for me, it's very interesting to work with them, to work for them, to change all these proposals. And Marseille is not only it's not only about climate change and social change. This is an old city, and just like Cardiff, it's a port, and we have a very rich history of migration. Marseille has been made by sailors coming to this port and starting working from North Africa, most of them, but not only. And we are very concerned about all the debates we have today on migration, and Marseille is part of a platform supporting an NGO which is French, German, European, which is called SOS Méditerranée, and which is actually here, its office is in Marseille. So we are doing a lot about this issue too, and it changed because for 25 years we had this very conservative party, very reluctant about migration. And finally, I can't forget to speak about football, because Marseille, this is the city of l'OM, l'Olympique Marseillais, and Matthias Groth, I know he's fond of football. Yeah, and this is a very big team, and it's just like this city. And this is something I was very happy to discover when I arrived. Okay, Matthias. So I will be quite short because my English is not as good, and I'm not used to speak English every day, just like I used to do when I was in the parliament. But I will be very happy to discuss and to answer questions, and especially about our colleagues from Cardiff, because what I heard about what you said is we have a lot of common points because we are port cities. Thank you very much.